The lesson.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you mentioned that you've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
And you're a rapper.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're working your day job.
Yeah.
How do you find balancing all that as an artist?
It's pretty hectic because, like, once I've, like, knock off work, give my kids some time and shit, I really can't be fucked doing anything. I'm that drained and tired, you know what I mean? It's hard, but I just try to make time, you know what I mean? Plan ahead and that, like, just hit up the lad that I go record with and, like, book it for a Friday after work, and I just sort of push myself to go do it. But it's hard to just get alone time, and that. Back when I only had one daughter, I was just writing all the time, and that, you know, it was easy. But yeah, it's a bit harder now. Once you've got 3 daughters and that, you know what I mean? But yeah.
And I guess I'm not a father and I'm not a rapper, so it's a very foreign territory for me, but does having 3 girls change the way that you rap, or does it make you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't say this because when they get older, they might... Does it have any sort of impact like that, or not really?
Yeah, that's why I'm sort of trying to pull up now, because you could tell the difference with my kids. Like my oldest daughter, when I raised her, I wasn't really doing anything like bad, and I wasn't doing no bad shit, and I was just trying to be a good dad and shit. And she's a really good kid, man. So like quiet, polite, like just good kid. But then my second daughter, that's when I was like full hustling and that, and fucking just raging it, turning on cunts all the time and that. Like she's seen a bit of shit and that, and you can just tell the difference in their personalities. Like she can get a bit hectic and that, and like she loves like same sort of music and that as me and shit. She'll listen to my shit and that, loves it and that, you know what I mean? Even the way I talk and shit, she tries to copy the way I talk and everything, so I try to fucking tone it down a little bit when I'm around my kids and that.
Yeah, wow. And then so because you've recently had the third,
yeah,
you're now sort of like, I've got to sort of check myself on everything that I do.
Yeah, hard out. Yeah, 100%.
And then so if, because you know what you do with street rap, if, you know, having kids, having a family can make you think twice about what you're going to write or how you're going to say it or whatnot.
Yeah.
Being street rap, were you ever conscious of the content in terms of what if police hear this and take it some sort of way and try to use this against me? Did that ever cross your mind, or?
That's why, like, I'm against like cunts having fucking guns and shit and clips and shit like that. But I'll tell stories, but I won't tell stories in detail where they're like, fucking I done this to that cunt and fucking in this spot and fucking, you know. And like honestly, even now that I'm not doing all that shit, like you will tell when my music, when it comes out and that, it's changed up a fair bit, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna rap about something that I'm not full doing anymore, you know, because I'm not. But I'll still fucking do some mad street shit and got heaps of fucking shit to say, but just I'm not gonna sit there and rap about something that I'm not doing, and I'm not one of them cunts. Like, no disrespect to the cunts that do, but fucking, I don't know, it's not for me, you know what I mean? I've always been straight out and try to be real and that, you know. Yeah.
I guess on that topic, you know, when talking about street rap, you've got the dudes that do it and live it.
Yeah.
And then you got the dudes that get on the mic and say it.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of them ones these days.
And that was my question as someone who, because, I mean, the street rap stuff didn't really start to take off from where I sort of see it. You know, you had your Bliss and Essos, you had your Hilltop Hoods, and everything that was kind of coming under that was dominating up until around like your 2008, 2009 sort of period.
Yeah.
And then I think it was around 2009, 2010, that's when Kerser sort of became a real big thing.
Yeah.
And from then, the street rap stuff has become more popular. Now I know Enter was doing it with what was the group that Enter was in early on?
Sydney Searchers.
Sydney Searchers with it was
Sky
Enter,
High,
Sky High,
Ski,
and
mate.
his brother Skis.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was around then, but it was when Kerser did it that it kind of really put it on the map for everyone, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then after that, you've started to see a bit more from other dudes to the point where now you look at Spanian, one of the biggest rappers in the country, is like, in my opinion, the most authentic, legitimate straight rapper that we'll probably ever see from Australia.
Yeah.
For someone like yourself who has, you know, been doing it since the early-ish stages, you know, not the very first, but before now, obviously. How much have you seen the street rap stuff change over time? Like, do you feel like it was more authentic back then and dudes are talking more shit now? Do you feel like it's way more popular now than it was back then? I remember speaking to Mercs, and Mercs said that they used to get dissed for doing street rap early on.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, even just the way we dress and that. Like, I remember before Kerser like come out and shit. Fucking even in like when I was living in Melbourne, I would cop heaps of shit from cunts and that. Like, call me like, say I look like a boob head and that, and fucking just because of the way you dress, you know, little shorts and fucking TNs and that. But when Kerser come out, it was sort of like fucking everyone come out of fucking, you know, everyone had a bit of confidence in that and started fucking like, you know, this cunt can fucking do it. Like fucking let's do it, you know. That's when I started, to tell you the truth too, like Kerser and that 360 era, like I was like hooked on that, like fuck yeah, this cunt, like someone, you know, not rapping about fucking love songs and fucking barbecues and shit like that. Yeah.
The lesson. 927. Oh yeah.